She thinks you can land on the sun if you go at night. Someday pigs may fly, but I doubt it. Cuomo's dead as fried chicken, man. Vote against it or fill out a hurt feelings report. This plan is like a rock, only dumber. That's a dreamweaver, man. Put down the bong. I wouldn't put that person in charge of a ham sandwich. She's mad as a bag of cats. I can't use TikTok. I had it on my iPad, and they made me take it off. Bunch of nice. Some people are just going to have to settle for a ham and egg sandwich without the ham. He's like a stray dog. If you feed him once, you can't get rid of him, man. Governor, I love you, but what planet did you just parachute in from? The jackassery has to stop. Fill out a hurt feelings report. Buy a comfort rock. Actually, China will make a deal. Its economy is on a journey to the ocean floor. I'm biased, but I think the mistake that Senator Schumer made when he said, no, I'm going to shut it down, he asked for, it was such a big ask. I mean, when you add it up, it's like 1.5 trillion and wants us to gut the affordable care, the big beautiful bill like a fish. And it's just, he's so far out there, it's hard for him to get back off that limb. If he had something more reasonable, we might be talking. But anyway, that's kind of where we are. I'm not proud of it. My guess is the American people are thinking to themselves, a pox on both of our houses, and I can't blame them.
Want to really see something that said, take a look at what happened.
Hey.
Why this beat so cold?
We will make America proud again. When you try to we will make America wealthy again. And yes, together, we will make America great again.
Oh boy, yes indeed. He is back, man. The one and only, man. Term limits, except Senator Kennedy. He is exempt. He is exempt, family. He is exempt. Come on in, Mr. Kennedy. You have already passed the IQ test. You've passed the limit. You are capped out. Come on in, brother. Come on in. But we are bringing some huge updates with this shutdown, and he just came out and had a great one on the one and only. The hell with CNN. But remember this. 2 days into the shutdown, well, 3 days, almost 2 to 3 days into the shutdown, Senator Kennedy exposed this in broad daylight on the floor. Just in case, just got to refresh your memory, just in case you forgot.
Basically, President Trump just said, we want you to take some stuff out of the budget that we think is wasteful. And we did. And that upset the Congresswoman. She's entitled to be upset if she wants to. But that really upset the socialist wing of the party. And so we took out, and here's what they want us to put back in. We found that under President Biden, they were spending $3 million for circumcisions and vasectomies in Zambia. We took that out. The Congresswoman says, we're going to shut down government till you put that back in. We found $500,000 of American taxpayer money for electric buses in Rwanda. We found $3.6 million for pastry cooking classes and dance focus groups for male prostitutes in Haiti. I kid you not. I'm not making this up. It was in the budget under President Biden. We took it out. Congresswoman Ocasio-Cortez in the socialist wing, the loon wing of the Democratic Party, says we're going to shut down government until you put it back in. I'll just read you a few more that we took out. They are demanding we put back in. $6 million for media organizations for the Palestinians. $833,000 for transgender people in Nepal. $300,000 for a pride parade in Lesotho. $882,000 for social media mentorship in Serbia. $4.2 million. We took it out. The Congresswoman and the socialist wing of their party says we got to put that back in for the open government. $4.2 million for lesbian, gay, bisexual, transgender, queer, and intersex people in the Western Balkans and Uganda. I could spend the rest of the afternoon here. We took all that out. It upset Congresswoman Ocasio-Cortez. It upset the socialist wing of her party. And now that wing of her party and the Congresswoman are threatening all other Democrats and saying, you've got to shut that government down until we get what we want. And part of what they want is to add this kind of stuff back into the bill. And that's what this fight is all about.
A Republican senator from Louisiana, John Kennedy, he sits on the Senate Judiciary Committee. Senator, wonderful to see you, as always. Unusual for Senator John Thune to display the anger that you saw there. Now he's telling us that he's going to personally engage with Democrats. Why now? What is the change in the dynamic?
Well, yeah, Thune did get a little hot and bothered. You know, I don't pay much attention to that stuff unless somebody gets stabbed, and then I'll pay attention. We're day 29 of the Shutdown. It's a soap opera. If I were naming this soap opera, I'd call it As the Stomach Turns. There's a lot of melodrama. It's not going to end, Casey. I don't care what anybody tells you, and John can meet with Chuck and this and that and the other, but it's not going to end until enough senators take their egos out back and shoot them. And so far that hasn't happened. And I do not see an off-ramp. I don't. If we did agree, and I don't think we could, but if we did agree on something on health care, it's got to pass the House. And I don't think well, of course the House isn't in, but I don't think it could pass the House right now. I'm biased, but I think the mistake that Senator Schumer made when he said, no, I'm going to shut it down, he asked for, it was such a big ask. I mean, when you add it up, it's like 1.5 trillion and wants us to gut the affordable care, the big beautiful bill like a fish. And it's just, he's so far out there, it's hard for him to get back off that limb. If he'd had something more reasonable, we might be talking. But anyway, that's kind of where we are. I'm not proud of it. My guess is the American people are thinking to themselves, a pox on both of our houses, and I can't blame them.
Do you get the sense that there is a change in the dynamic around a willingness to talk that's going on right now? I mean, SNAP benefits in particular, I mean, there's millions of people in Louisiana who potentially are going to suffer.
I think the SNAP issue, look, I don't want to see people in America go hungry. Nobody does. I think that the SNAP issue will turn up the pressure, which is probably a good thing in terms of getting it settled. And this, no disrespect to Senator Thune, but he can have all the meetings he wants to with the Democrats on the Affordable Care Act and make all the deals that he wants to, but he's going to have to sell that to the Republicans in the Senate. I'm not going to vote some way just because the majority leader tells me to. And more importantly, he'd have to sell it to the House. And that's what I'd really like to see us do. I don't know that Chuck would agree to it. I'd like to see us open government back up and have an honest discussion about how we can fix the Affordable Care Act. I mean, subsidies or not, the premiums on the Affordable Care Act are going through the roof. Something's wrong. That's an indication that they're not working, and we need to fix it or start over and do something else. But that's not going to happen until, once again, people take their egos out back and shoot them. And so far, they're not willing to do that.
So speaking of both the House and the possibility for finding a health care plan that will be affordable for Americans, Congresswoman Marjorie Taylor Greene put this up on the X platform this week. She said, quote, apparently I have to go into a SCIF, that of course a place where you read classified information, to find out the Republican health care plan, implying that there isn't won, and she's been pretty vocal complaining about this generally. What do you say to her?
Well, I think the Congresswoman, first, she's entitled to her opinion. I think she was upset because the Speaker in a Republican House member conference call didn't talk about what he wanted to do. And I understand why he didn't, because it would, the House is like the Senate. It leaks like the Titanic. I mean, it would have leaked immediately. I get that. I think a lot of people, I've certainly been thinking about what we could do to try to fix the Affordable Care Act. There are a number of ideas being batted around. Association health plans, bringing back high-risk pools, which have been outlawed under the Affordable Care Act. I think a lot of young people who are very healthy in between jobs would like to buy a high deductible health insurance that's not necessarily long-term. Now, a lot of the insurance companies are not going to like some of these ideas because they're fat and happy and they're making money. In fact, the American taxpayer, the federal government, is sending subsidy checks directly to the insurance companies. That's also one of the things we ought to change. I have no doubt that we can come up with something, Casey. But once again, the longer we go, the egos get involved, and people get prideful, and you saw it with Senator Thune, and probably now Senator Schumer's going to feel like he's got to bite him back, and we're kind of like kids now in the back of a minivan fighting, and it's not a good look. But I've seen it before, and you have too.
Boy.
Senator John Kennedy with an honest, if slightly depressing assessment.
This is why the aliens lock their doors when they fly past Earth. Okay, nobody's impressed with this, but it's not going to get better until everybody puts their egos aside.
I will tell my kids in the back of the minivan this is why they don't get to meet the aliens. Senator John Kennedy.
God bless Senator Kennedy, man. I tell you, what y'all think of that, man? It's an absolute disgrace, man. It really is. Times that we are living in, man. Corrupt scam matrix, man. You know. Hey, laughing to the bank. People fat and happy. You know. A lot of people ought to be held accountable. You know. Jail, prison. The hell with these politicians, the hell with the Democrat Party, the Democrats, and just ran this thing into the ground. I tell you, boy, oh boy, oh boy.